Hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Clean Humor with Anthony and Trudi. I'm glad I got my host with the most back this week. She's had a real bad episodes going on the last couple of weeks. She was out of weight, didn't feel good. She's been sick ever since November. Every time I turn around, something happens to her. But it's good to have you back, Trudi. Yay!
Thank you. Straight out of surgery and right here with you.
And she's ready to go. So
I am.
buckle your seatbelt. It's going to be a hell of a ride tonight. But we are here with a gentleman. His name is Jeremy Jennings. He is, if I'm reading this right, off of his Facebook page, he is owner of Washed Out Pressure Washing and mailinglist.org. We're going to talk AI tonight. So those of you who don't know anything much about it like me, be a good broadcast for you to listen to, and we're going to dive in here and let Jeremy tell us a little bit about himself. Or they're getting all of everything logged in to go on the pages and stuff. And Jeremy, so tell us about yourself, brother.
Hey, thanks, Anthony. Trudi, thank you for having me on your podcast. I've been watching for quite a while, and I'm glad to finally be a guest on here. For anybody that doesn't know me, I started pressure washing business about 13 years ago, and my background is sales and marketing, like Anthony mentioned. I own mailinglist.org. I've had that business, 20 years now, selling highly targeted direct mail lists. But I know sales and marketing from my past history, and I knew I could make the phones ring and close deals for my friends because my friends needed a job. So that's how I started washing. I had no plans of, being in the field, but I wanted to systemize and make everything flow with the least amount of work from my side as possible, but making sure the customers are happy and all that. So that's how I built this business, from the beginning. And this the reason why I'm on here talking about this, it's called NSER.AI. It's a artificial intelligence voice receptionist, and this came out of necessity for my own business. And I just want to put the word out because it's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. The first time that I used AI with on the chatbot or whatever, not this voice that we have now, but the chatbot stuff was back in 2022. I was one of the first people that got beta into it and was playing with it and all that. So I was very amazed by the technology and knew that this was the future. I just couldn't find a way to really implement it in my service business at that time. But that's why I'm here, and that's how we're here now. Trudi, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
I'm glad I'm here.
Yes.
I actually used AI one time or a couple times. So I made a post and I used AI to rewrite it, right? So all of a sudden somebody's like, it's a bot. It's a scammer or spammer. I'm just going, I've never been accused of being a bot before in my life. I'm just I was just trying to, play with AI a little bit. I'm I'm not doing that again. I'm not a bot. Apparently they must be new because I'm only on Facebook an hour a day or something. That's it. So, if they don't know me with the hour, I don't know. But no, I've been playing with AI a little bit. It's kind of weird. You take your information, you put it in there, and then you look at it, and it's dang, some chemist wrote this shit. I'm happy about this. I'm smart. But it's not intimate. It's not personable. So
exactly.
I'm sketchy about it. I don't like it because it's not me. It's not my heart. It's not my mind. It is my mind, but then it turns it into something that's not me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So people are used
to
could put
our passion into the AI part, and then it would
typos and
make it more like us.
And that's that. I would say, gosh, I don't know, 97% of the people, 95% of the people that have played around with AI, same experience. The chat, it was even me. The first time I'm in there, I'm like, what is the meaning of life? All this, just, and that's all. It's all fun and games, and it does come down to prompting and all that. And you have to think in a different way, but all that's not what our focus is. I'm trying to solve problems. I'm trying to answer your phone when you can't.
Yeah.
That's our goal. And I've always been on all my businesses. One of the first hires I made was a receptionist, was a virtual receptionist. I've used for the first company now 20 years, this one now over 13 years. And right out the gate, before I even bought my equipment, I hired the virtual receptionist because I don't have time to be on the phone. I want to go fishing. Like, I don't want, because I am the salesperson at this point. We're starting the business, you know. I'm trying to catch fish. I can't be answering. Okay, tell me about your like. You collect that info, text it to me. I'll send them the quote, and then that's it. I don't have to talk to anybody. So that's how I've like started with over the years, you know. And the receptionist, I was like, I need a human to answer my phone all the time. I do a lot of marketing. I don't want it to go to a voicemail. Answer the damn phone. That, like, if you ever went to one of my presentations back in the day, answer the damn phone was like the first 3 things that were on my slide deck. Why do all this work, marketing, make your phone ring, build this reputation, and you can't answer your phone? Like, and I'm,
so this is what Shane did. He married me, and he answered the calls.
Did he really?
And I went out to the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how that worked. I mean, I'm not a phone person. I can't sit behind a desk. I was out washing, and he was like, you know, just scheduling. He was bidding. He was doing all that, and I was out running the truck. So,
right.
Or you can get an AI. You know, I mean, either that. I mean,
well,
you can get married, get a worker. Okay.
It's technology's changed. I mean,
it is
like this voice stuff. Like, so that text chatbot type stuff that everybody has experience with, that came out in November 2022. So we're going on 3.5 years with that. It's gotten better. You can build little agents for yourself and all that. The voice stuff, as far as for the layman, quote unquote layman people, like we're talking like 8 months that voice, like this voice stuff has came out. And I'm telling you, like 95% of it is crap. Like right now, like the technology will be there soon. But it's right now, you have to like tweak a lot of stuff, and it's not just like something right out of the box. So like you'll see the people will be like, oh, this software has that, this software. Yeah, but it sounds like a robot. You know, it's not something I want to answer my phone with. So
yeah, he's trying to find a Southern accent for us folks down here in the South.
Mm-hmm.
How about a British person with a Southern accent? Now try and get that one.
No problem at all. No problem at all.
No,
like I listened to a couple of those today because I was trying to find one for Anthony here, because him and I spoke on the phone earlier. I was like, I love that accent. Like I got to find one that's like close to that. And I was going to load his business in, because this is the crazy stuff. This thing is better than I am on the phone, just because of the way it's taught. And it's
so with AI, is it the more information, your personal information that you put in, the more it turns into you? Is that what it is?
Yes.
So if I keep typoing my AI and getting my posts out there, it's finally going to turn into me?
Yes.
Let's hope not.
If you set it as it will. So it's listening and remembers everything. So you like, I don't do a lot with the typing one and stuff that you're talking about. I don't do a lot with like Chat GPT raw by itself, because like our focus has been like the voice. That stuff comes into it, like the prompt and teaching it, but it learns everything off your business, and then it knows stuff that like I don't even know. Like during testing, like I think I went through like 8 different providers, signing up, paying the money, testing their stuff. And I'm like, it's there almost. Like, this is cool and it's passable. If it was like a spa or like a dental office, easy shit, you know, like, hey, I need to make an appointment. Let's do it. You know, like that's super easy. They're used to talking to robots in that situation. They're not used to talking to robots calling into a service business. So I spend a ton of money on marketing, and that's for the people that want to call in. So again, all my marketing is pushing people to our website. I have videos made, responsive bid, automated quotes. It's me on a video selling the product and everything, because I got tired of being on the phone. So most times I try to push all of our traffic to our website. But obviously you're going to have a like 30%, 35% of those people are going to want to call in because they're not tech savvy and they want to talk to somebody. So that first layer is the receptionist. Well, that receptionist I hired 15 years ago told me it was only, US based call centers. And then I'm listening to recordings starting like 6 years ago, and it doesn't sound like these people are here in the United States. And I'm like, hey, I'm not really okay with this, but you sort of have me handcuffed at this point, because I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to hire somebody full time to answer the phone. And my wife has other stuff to do. I don't want her like tied to a phone. Like I'd rather sub it out. Like, and it was sort of like built out of necessity. You know, I was like, I tried that. Then when the voice stuff came out, I was like, man, this is cool. Not good enough. And so we just built our own. I have a partner in this that's very, very tech savvy. My sales and marketing background, we've done all kinds of different projects together, and it was a perfect match. We haven't seen a product that gave me like tingles on my arms the first time I used it. I was like, wow, this like worked right out of the box. I didn't even have to do anything. But now that we have all this work into it, it is crazy, and it's getting better. Like every week, we just update, and it's awesome. Like it's if you're letting your phone go to a voicemail at any time during the day. So, Anthony, you said that you answer all the phone calls for your business.
Yeah, basically.
And what happens? What happens if you don't answer? Like if you're doing a walkthrough with the customer?
Usually, my helper gets the gun or whatever, and I answer the phone, or I call them right back.
You call them right back, so they get a voicemail if you miss the call.
Yep.
Okay, so a robot is answering your phone. It's just a dumb robot.
It's just a dumb robot. Yeah, it's a dumb robot.
Mm-hmm.
So for us, with me being with Panhandle and me not being with anything for 7 months, usually it takes Shane to the end of the day or the next day to answer those voicemails and calls back. So he's lost 35-40% of those bids that he could have given, and that's a lot of revenue. But what's blowing my mind right now is you actually made your little talk robot. Like, this is crazy to me because I am not tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy. Like, Facebook is it, and I'm so proud I learned that, and I'm sure a lot of people are not, but I am. But to be able to make your own robot, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, can you design it into your so I know they learn from you. So, they're going to learn how to bid a roof. You're going to learn how to bid, a driveway. So it's going to learn all that stuff. Eventually it's going to be.
No, not eventually. We are able to do that right now.
Wow.
Yeah. We have customers that we're doing that with right now.
Wow. So, that is blowing my mind.
Exactly. That's why when I launched this, I was like, oh my gosh, like I got tingles, like I said, on my arm. I'm like, this is freaking amazing. And it's every time it's perfect. It never changes. It never has a bad day. Their dog never dies. And and it's 24 hours. And it's trained, like it knows stuff. So basically, like I could set one up for you. Don't have to be tech savvy at all. We do all the setup. We take all the information off your website. So it learns all about your business like this. Like it takes us, depending on how many pages you have, about a minute and a half, I would say, maybe, to do all that stuff. And
my brain's tingling, not my arms. Like, it's like blowing my mind right now.
So I can tell you, Shane will be fishing a lot more.
Well, no, then he'll divorce me, because then what am I going to do? I can't wash anymore. So now you're going to take me out. Oh, I still got.
We're not. We're making your job easier.
You're not making his job easier. I'm literally in shock. Like, I knew it was out there, but this is insane. Like, literally, I'm not tech savvy at all, obviously, but my brain is still like tingling because it's just overload right now. This is crazy that this is here
now, and it works.
We're gonna have a Megan washing our house and doing our dishes and cooking our food here in about a year or so. We're gonna have these AI robots in our house doing this stuff. Yeah. And to me,
it's a great time to live. It's a great time to live. It's going to be cool.
I know. My grandson's going to do absolutely nothing. He's going to inherit our businesses and have 8 robots doing everything. So, let me think about this again. So, okay.
Right now we're just making the human job easier. We're making humans more efficient.
I just went way. Yeah, that was okay. No, that is awesome though. I'm definitely gonna give Shane your number, because the less stress he
you don't have to call me. I have a number. I have a number you can call, and all he has to do is call, and Our AI does everything for him. We'll walk him through a demo.
Wow.
And all you have to do, like, she is so good. She'll be like, thanks for calling in. Do you want a demo? Okay, we're going to role play, blah, blah, blah. And like, she'll take him through the whole thing. He's going to be like, what the hell? And then he'll look at our calendar and book a appointment in your calendar. Like it is crazy, the technology that we have right now. And it's super affordable. It's just like a lot of people are sort of have this stigma when they hear the word AI, that's where we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, like you'll, once you start looking into this kind of stuff, you start getting a bunch of ads and whatnot from all these different companies that are doing this, and you'll listen to it and you're like, yeah, it sounds like a robot, like the crap that, I would expect, it's maybe not yet. And that's how majority of it is. And that's why we had to do our own, and it's not like we're not using proprietary software. We're using all kinds of different software that's out there to build this, but it's the model and the prompting and how you teach this thing to do the job. That's the secret sauce. Like, and it's, I mean, yeah, you like if
Bro,
you
this the voice, the one you sent me today.
Yeah.
Did you type all of that out there and then she just kind of read it? Or
so
AI just reads it in the voice?
They know a lot already, but that one is taught specifically on my business, the one that I sent you today. So, for example, we don't wash windows as a standalone service. So we will do it as part of a package if we're already there doing something else, but we're not going there just to lick your windows. She knows this. She's like, somebody asked about window cleaning. Yes, if we're there already for another service, we'll gladly, clean your windows, but we don't offer. We have out here in California, they've been sending letters out to a bunch of homeowners about getting, if they don't clean the roof, they're going to cancel their insurance. All the insurance companies trying to get out of Southern California. And it was like rampant. Like our lead volume was up 40% last year. It was insane. Like I'm still trying to figure out who I'm supposed to pay off for that. But so if somebody mentions that they got a letter from their insurance, she empathizes with them, says, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. I bet that is very stressful. Well, the good news is we've done X amount of roofs for insurance purposes. We have 100% reinstatement rate. The way we do that is by doing this, that, and the other thing, providing pictures, blah, blah. She has this whole spiel that she does that, like, if you called me on my phone, I'd be like, yeah, we'll send you the documents. Yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I'm not going to go through this whole legit, like, thing. And she will do that. And then if it's not in there, she comes up, like, people are like, oh, what about my plants? Are they going to die? She'll just be like, boom, 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 boom. I was like, dang, I never taught her that. She knew all that already. I was like, this thing is crazy.
So actually she's using just keywords.
Mm-hmm.
It is, and just pretty much just shooting out the ass.
It is, but she's taught not to make shit up. Like she's taught not to go outside of stuff that she doesn't know and to be
but it is making the shit up.
No,
but it's correct, making it up correctly.
Yeah, it's using data sets. It's using Data Ninja. It's using data sets to like put shit together. Most people say this when somebody asks about plant protection. This is what most people say. So she spouts off what it says. Like this is what it says, but she doesn't create stuff out of nothing. Like you can have guardrails. Like you can tell her like if they ask a question, don't like just be like, hey, I'll have a rep to answer that for you. But what we found is there's like a fine line of constricting her down to be like, say this, say that, to where just let her do her thing and just make sure she doesn't do this and this, because you need to have that intelligence in there. I'm telling you, it's better than a human. Like it's crazy. But it has to be taught right. It has to be taught right.
But what if somebody comes up with the pigment issue, the paint issue? Now, is she like taking my information and giving it to the homeowner?
Yes. Whatever you have on your paint issue FAQs, that's in her knowledge base specific for your agent.
Well, I need to send your person a bill. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
You can put that directly in there. As far as if she has crawled your website to get that information, we can ask ChatGPT, or let me ask Gemini real quick and see. Let's see who it cites for paint production.
No, I was kidding. But no, that is. I mean, you are sitting in between the two most old school washers ever. We both still answer our own calls and invoice and collect payment and do our own job. Like, we're doing everything. You are stuck in between, and you are just like, You're like the chocolate in the s'more right now. We're the graham crackers because this is crazy to us.
Yep.
And I mean, Anthony, is it like blowing your mind? Like, have you even thought this could be a thing? I knew about, you got people can call and say, hey, let me schedule you, but not all that. That's insane.
Yeah.
That is just crazy.
I want you to listen to this, see if you can hear this. Where's it at?
I don't know. It's yours.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
My name is Amanda. How can I assist you today?
Yes, I would like to have someone come and give me an estimate on pressure washing of my roof, and I have 11 solar panels to clean.
Great. I can help get started on your estimate. To do that, I'll need to gather some information. Could you please tell me your full name?
Stephen Miller.
Thanks, Stephen. Can I also have your phone number, please?
330-931-6872.
Got it. And do you have an email address where we can send the estimate?
I mean, listen to this.
Yes.
She sounds a little too sad for a
Miller,
washer.
2004 at yahoo.com.
Thanks, Stephen. Could you please provide the street address of the property you'd like us to pressure wash?
And it just it goes on, and then towards the end,
She's a little sexy.
I think he changes gears somewhere along in there because he's talking about getting his house washed, and then he's don't want his house washed. He just wants his roof washed at the end. So then she has to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She transitions like that. Just so you don't want your house washed, just the roof washed.
Got it. Like what virtual receptionist is going to do that? They're going to be like, okay, whatever. Yeah, we'll let them know. Like that is.
I had to do that today. It went from the flat work. Oh, does that include the house? No. Here's the bit for the house. Okay, well, I want the flat work, the roof, and the fence.
Yep.
Okay, well, here we go.
Yep.
Okay, yes. Are you good for everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're good for the house, the flat work, and the fence.
Yep.
Yes. And it's this much.
Yep.
Yes. Are you
Yep.
sure? Yes. Oh, does that include the roof? No, it does not include the roof.
Exactly.
Does that include you bringing your own water?
Right.
And I do want to chime in about like how laid back that receptionist is. That is a real call from, because I have answering all of our paid ads get answered by our voice AI.
Okay. I didn't
that
say
is-
laid back.
that one-
I said sexy. She sounded sexy.
She's very
Not
laid
like
back, Southern California
no, not
style.
Sexy.
Slow.
No, it's sexy.
I've had people ask her out. Like when I have people pressing her out, and she rolls with it. She's like, "Oh, I'm so flattered. I appreciate that." Blah blah blah. And then like, "Oh, do you have a sister?" And she'll be like, "Oh, no, 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 no." And I'm like, "Hey."
Oh my God.
So here's the cool part. Yes. You can speak, I don't know, 15 languages, 20 languages or whatever. So if you speak Spanish, it knows you speak Spanish. Books in your calendar, right? You syncs with your Google Calendar, checks your calendar, whatever you want to tell it to do. If you're pissed off, it can pick up inflection. So if you sound frustrated, you're like, "Oh God, just give me a live person." Okay, hold on, let me transfer you, and it will transfer the call. If you wanted to do that,
your phone.
you can do that or not do that. It doesn't matter. You can transfer it to your VA, and so like. What I tell people is use it as like, don't jump right in, like put all your calls. We have people that come in and do that because they're tired of answering the phone because their phone's just ringing and they're tired of hearing everybody's life stories about their everything. And they're like just trying to get a quote on cleaning their patio that costs like $400. And they're like, dude, I've been on the phone 45 minutes with this guy. It's not this hard. I got shit to do. Those are the people that love this because it takes so much stuff off their plate. The only data you're getting is when you get the email, they summarize the address, whatever fields you want to collect. You get the whole transcript of the conversation, and you get the recording right on the email. So you can just listen to it or read it, do whatever the hell you want, and input that into your CRM. It does integrate directly into CRMs as well. We integrate with all of them. All the ones that we all use, it will integrate with them all.
There she went.
Not right out of the gate. If we're doing a trial or we're just signing you up, make sure you like it first. If you like it, we'll do the integration step. It's usually like $300 to $500, unless you want us to do like auto quotes. Then it could be a couple grand or whatever. But then you sort of like eliminate that step in doing quotes. It depends on how your business is set up. I want to chat on some of these questions that I see on the chat.
Yeah,
I see.
let's jump in here for a second. Hello, guys. Hey, Dustin, Derek, Mark, welcome. He's going to jump on here and he's going to answer some of these questions. Mark got one on here. It says, is it replacing receptionists or enhancing them?
It depends on your definition of receptionist. If it's just somebody collecting information for your business and then passing the lead on or entering information into CRM, yes, it's going to replace your receptionist. If it's an office manager that is like quoting and handling scheduling and all that, I don't think it's quite there yet, but like it's on the horizon. I would say give it a year, but like an office manager is gonna use
for her job in 5 years.
It is. I mean, this stuff is getting so good every couple of weeks, we're just getting these updates. And I think I told you earlier, we built one out for somebody in Hawaii that, if you're not out there and you don't talk pidgin, they're not talking to you on the phone if they call in. And, the co-founder's from Hawaii, so he knows, if it sounds real or doesn't sound real. I wouldn't know. It'd fool me either way. And we're like, hey, can we really do that? Can we really? And we tried it and we're like, oh crap, it worked. It worked. Like, oh my gosh, like I have a phone number right now. You can call in and it'll sound like you're talking to somebody on the island. And it's, he said it was good enough to where it would fool majority of them. And like I tell people a lot of times, it's not about fooling. It's going to fool. So like based on all of our incoming calls, everybody falls into a different kind of bucket. So like you'll have, the top like 30%, they're just like totally fooled. They have no idea. They think it's a real person. They're calling her honey. Have a great day. Blah, blah, blah. Then you'll have like the next, like, I would say 50% of the people that know it's a robot, but it's doing such a damn good job. They don't really care. They're like, wow, it's getting more information. Like there's names that come across that you're like, if a human tried to take that name, like, you answer the phone, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Can you spell that last name for me again? Was that this, that, and the other? We have, in Southern California, we have so many nationalities. We have some crazy last names.
Man, ain't no telling what all kind of last names y'all got out there.
Yeah, man, it is crazy. You're just like, and I've had friends that call in to test it, and they look at me. They're on the phone with them. And they're like, dude, she got my name right the first time and spelled it correctly. I've never had that happen before when I was on the phone. And like they go back to the demo, and that's like, that's the stuff I love. I'm like, man, this is awesome.
Mark, he wants to know if AI books job directly into CRMs or calendars like Jobber or House Call Pro.
Yes, it does. Into both of those.
So you can have it does it automatically, or you can have it set up for it too.
Yeah, we'll have to integrate it. Yeah, but it'll do it automatically. After we do the integration, it'll do it automatically. We just have to look how they have their quoting set up, and it's all API connections. We're sending data. We're sending data back and forth from one software to another. They talk to each other. It's just like a one-time setup fee, as long as you have API access. I use House Call Pro, so we have it all dialed in. Everything's synced together. I also use ResponsiBid. I've had it. I shouldn't probably tell a lot of people this, but we have built this out to where it filled out an automated quote on my ResponsiBid, which ResponsiBid doesn't have that capabilities. They have the capabilities for you to input the information into there, and that's about it. But like they don't have API capabilities to actually click buttons and like do the quote beyond that. And we built it out. I've tested it. It works, but I'm scared to let it go live. So like I don't even offer this to customers, but the technology is there right now. It's just a matter of like having our developer get on there and just put the two together. It went through and it would ask, we have tile roofs out here. That's pretty much 99% of the roofs we clean are tile roofs. And there's different types of tiles. So she would go through, ask questions. Okay, does your tile like this? Okay, well, are you sure that it's clay? Because and she would go through this whole spiel that I used to say on the phone when I used to talk to people on the phone. She does all that for me, like what I used to do. Like it's just, and you should go through
without you putting it in there.
Yeah, without me doing anything. And it did everything, went through, click the buttons in ResponsiBid, boom, hit send quote, and the automations ResponsiBid took over. 0 offhands. I did not touch the computer at all. And I was blown away. I was like, oh, it works. Turn it off.
I listened to that like 2 or 3 times today. That's probably the 3rd time I played it. Yeah. I was just like, this don't even sound like a computer or anything. But Trudi, did you handle that left turn real good right there?
No, because my left side is all broken. Thank you guys for sitting me on 3 pillows. So that's feeling good. I was until I fell off the damn 3 pillows. But I'm a little shorter now. It's fine.
Hey, we didn't. We laughed a little bit and kept on going till you got back.
Did you hear pillow shit when I fell?
Yeah, it's all on there.
Started going. I'm like, oh shit.
We rolled with it.
I took the charging cord with me to get the floor. I'm like, oh man, welcome back. You're going live. I'm just gonna make an ass out of you. So you can use it like different voices, different accents. You can do whatever you want to.
We have over 100. Yeah, I mean it's whatever accents. If you're in a certain section, that say you're down in like Florida and all your people are Cuban or whatever, and you want a Cuban accent, it does everything.
Yeah.
Well, so is it to the point where you can like talk like just like we sitting here talking, and you could like record it and then send it in, and then it like manipulate your voice?
So we can clone your voice. We send you a little thing and you do a little speech or whatever, and then it's your voice answering it. So if you want it to be, people don't want to hear me talk. Like I'm just talking
about getting, because you was looking for that Southern accent. So you can get much
yeah,
Southern.
we could put you on as a voice, like for sure. Like we could just use you. Like I don't know what I'd have to talk to the software that does that and see if they pay you royalties, but I think they do. I think I've seen that link in there, like become a voice actor or something. So I highly recommend it.
Well, my part of Florida sounds like Anthony, so that's our part of Florida.
There you go. You guys both should do it.
Y'all over yonder.
Yep.
So I got a question though. So what are the negative sides to this? I know you wanted to talk about the positive and negative side.
Negative side, you don't have that human touch, obviously. What I tell people is you don't have to take over the whole thing. Like you can answer your phone if you want to. Like if you still want to have the day-to-day job of answering your phone, nobody's telling you to give that up. But when you're busy or like you're at a customer's house, like why should you have to like step away and excuse me, let me grab this call? And if you're not doing that, you're letting go to voicemail. If you're in the bathroom, taking a shower, doing whatever you're doing, I guarantee you're not answering that phone 1,440 minutes a day. And this one is.
That phone call while I'm in the shower.
Yeah. you got waterproof action going.
Because that's exactly the time he FaceTimes me or calls me, either when I'm in the bath or in the shower, and I'm like, Anthony, pretty much every time. I'm listening to music, I'm relaxing, and then there's Anthony trying to catch me in the tub.
You have the choice to decline the call or answer it. The choice is yours. Well, if you decline it, then the AI takes over.
I have not accidentally hit the wrong button. That's never happened once. Thank goodness.
Not the video button.
He usually tries to FaceTime me. I think he knows.
I ain't FaceTimed you in a long time.
I know. We had a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk a little bit more about the negative.
Yeah, talk about the negative.
You get somebody that's like, no, I hate robots. I don't like talking to this. Give me a live human. She says, no problem. I'm going to transfer you right now. Like it's easy. It's easy to solve. There's way more benefits than there is negatives in applying this. It's very cost effective. I mean, I pay for a virtual receptionist right now, and I always thought that was cost effective. And this is right in the line, a little bit cheaper than what a human receptionist offshore would be, and it's way smarter, and like they knows everything about your business. And that's the key thing. Like if they ask stupid little questions that like could have been answered if the person knew about your business, what is that worth to you? You had to call this person back just to tell them, yes, we wash whatever it is, XYZ. Like if it could have answered that for you, how much time did that save you? Like anytime you're on the phone, it's a time suck. I mean,
so I think what I'm getting at with the negative part of this right now, as we are moving forward with technology, the negative part is to not let go and do it. Like us, me and Anthony over here, the old timers that don't want to we want to talk to everybody. We want to do that because that's how it's always been. And to let go, to not let go is the negative. is what I'm hearing.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta go with the wave. It's going to be there eventually. I mean, if you're not, one of your competitors is. I guarantee you that. I think when Anthony and I spoke on the phone earlier, I told him for every one person that wants to answer that every single time we talk to 2 or 3, they're like, I'm tired of people calling me and telling me their life story. Like, I love everybody and I'm trying to be that, but I can't do it anymore. I'm tired of it. I want to do other stuff. Like I want to go to the fair with my kid and not have to worry about missing a phone call. Am I not going to get that job because my phone didn't get answered,
So she don't actually do the bid. She just get all the information
and
then sends you an email.
Exactly. And gives you the stuff. If you want to have it do your bids, we can. We're not trying to do a lot of integrations like that, but we can do it. But like our main goal is just like as a receptionist, gather the information, get it to the right person or transfer the call. Like at least stop. Hey, do I know this call? Is this a customer of mine? No, decline. Hey, I wonder about your Google listing. Oh crap. Well, sorry. No, and you're not charged for any calls that are under 30 seconds. So if it's like a spam call coming in, it just hangs up, tells it no. You can use it as a screening thing. So even if you don't want it to, like, hey, if it's somebody that wants a quote, transfer them to me right now. Like she doesn't even have to collect the info. It's totally flexible on how you want it set up in your business.
Right. And it's cool. I mean, it blows my mind. I never.
Me too.
When it first started talking about it, I was like, I don't know about all that.
Uh-huh.
And I even get frustrated when you call someplace and you get, and it just sounds like it's a robot, just kind of thing.
I know.
It gets aggravating, and you're like,
it does.
It's like, say yes or no, yes. Yes or no, yes.
And that's everybody's experience with it. And it's going to take time. I would say with the way technology is going, within the next 6 months to a year, you're going to get used to talking to an AI agent that's actually smart and knows how to do the job right. And people are going to get less desensitized to that when they know it does a good job. So I use an example. I went to a fast food place. I can't remember exactly which one it was. I pulled up. I could tell right away because I knew that voice. I was like, this is an AI voice. I was like, this isn't a normal recording. I was like, oh crap. And it was the best order I'd ever placed, like ever. I was just like, dude, that was awesome. And that I saw that as, like this is what every single drive-through is going to be. Pizza places are crazy. Like you got guys there trying to make a pizza, answer the phone. How many times is that phone ringing? Imagine it screams like you give it this crazy pizza order that like a human would be like, okay, hold on, go back. What did you want on that half? And you give it this crazy order. It's like boom, 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 boom. Okay, here it is. Boom. Here's the price. You ready? And the only they get the order on their screen. They don't like that. You just took that human from having to answer the phone all day, the job they hated the most, and now they can focus on helping the customer that's in front of them, or cooking the pizza, or cleaning the kitchen, and doing whatever marketing. Something better with their time than tedious, laborious type stuff. That technology is there now. What you say? Matt got something. Well, we got some comments here that uses AI assistant. She annoyed me because she has constantly That's funny. The AJ knows more than the realtor does. Yeah. She just needs that.
Basically. Yeah, she probably does.
Yeah.
If you set one up for me, I'm sure they would know a lot more. She would know a lot more than that, because we're coming out with this new thing. I'm not going to put it out there right yet, but anyway, we're doing some stuff in the business, and I was just like, just Google. I mean, you just Google like soft washing, and this whole page comes up of soft washing, the benefits of it, why you should do it, and how it's done, and all that. You do pressure washing, and it's what do you pressure wash, and everything like that. Roof. I mean, you just Google it, and it's like, so I know she's just taking keywords, and it's a computer. Of course, it's smarter than we are.
Exactly.
And I mean, they drive in cars now, so.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when I'm referring it to as a human name, it's pretty crazy. Like, I just came up with Amanda because it was like Amanda AI sounds cool, and that was the name that resonated with me. And it's like it's weird now that we have all these customers and they're like using my Amanda. I'm like, that's my Amanda. You can use her.
Yeah, I just talked to Amanda and she's great. You're like, okay.
Anybody can call and talk to her right now. Like we have 24 hours a day. She can handle 100 calls at a time. So bang our phone right now. Call 561 593 3801. Call her. Tell her you want to do a demo. Give it your real information. Tell her your company name, and it will play like a receptionist for your own business. Do that. Like right now, I don't care. It doesn't matter. You can do it 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. I bet if I call you at 2 o'clock, you're not going to answer.
You better be hurt in Alabama somewhere, broke down on the side of the road for I can come get you.
Yeah, right. You better be my contact list for me to answer the phone.
Saying you're out of luck.
I probably would answer it because I'm that crazy person.
You need to have a life, Luke. You need to have a life.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Can Alana put the phone number in the text or in the chat or whatever? I don't know how to do it.
She's good at that. She's my AI lady.
Good.
I have an Alana. You have an Amy. I have an Alana.
Amanda.
Oh, Amanda. Sorry.
So we had
because it's AI me. That would be what I would call it.
There you go. That we found your name. That's what it is.
Yeah. I want a dude though. I want an Australian dude.
You got it.
You want a what?
An Australian dude.
Oh.
I'll have one. I will send you a phone number tomorrow with an Australian dude answering your phone. I'm not joking. And it'll be trained on your business already, Trudi.
I'm quite sure Shane wouldn't want an Australian dude on our classic touch pressure washing. He doesn't. He wants an Australian woman. He don't even like an English woman. That one.
What do you want? English? You tell me. Like, choice is yours.
I'm English. He don't
it
even
cost me the same either way.
He's got an Australian woman on his Siri, and I'm just like, babe, I'm English. That's like the Australians, like the Southern English. There's the English accent with the twang. And he's like, no, they sound way better. I'm like, all right, cook your own dinner. Whatever. I'm just going to be laid up for 7 months, okay? That's how you like Australian women. That's what happened. That's the truth. I'm laying it out there.
Can we chat answer some more? We got some more chat questions here. Shannon Roser. My aunt owns an answering service and is 24/7 around the clock. 200 counts, never happens, and the Dr. Phil always passed through the service way, cheaper rates. Yeah, no, totally. In the beginning, I talked about I have paid for virtual receptionist for 20 years for both of my businesses. That was always my first bill. Like that was the best bill I ever paid. I was like, this gives me so much free time. So it's like I am all about that. But back then when I started with that one, I wanted to make sure everything was like onshore. So what they would do to make it 24 hours, they would bounce between the East Coast, like North Carolina, and then they would do like Arizona or somewhere like or I forget where it was, somewhere in the middle of the United States. And then they had one in Arizona. So they got to they were able to do shifts, and I would test them 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I'm the owner. I'm just making sure. All right. Yeah. You're in North Carolina. All right. Awesome. Cool. But since all technology has gone so much farther since then, like in the past, 5-6 years, they don't I can tell it's offshore. I listen to the recordings and it's just, I mean, I could send you recordings. I send it to people all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. You paid somebody to make your phone ring and answer the phone like that. I'm like, exactly. It's freaking terrible. And it's not their fault. You get a good receptionist and then they would go get another job or get hired. And then it's a new one. And then they get better. And so there's always a revolving door of these VAs answering the phone, and it gets the job done, but technology's there now. It's better. It's that's what stoked me out about it. Cause at first it was just it's almost there. It still sounds like a robot. I'd get pissed off. And once it got to the point where I'm like, this is freaking amazing. I like this. And I want it for mine. I was like, well, now I'm I got to let other people, all these people that I've been having tested. They're like, when can I use it? When can I use it? And I'm like, I'll let you know. And we're there now. This is why I'm on here. It's amazing. It's a good time to live. It's fucking awesome. Sorry. I don't know if we can go.
So this is the pillow I fell off. It's Shane's pillow. That's why it's all lucky. See, look. That's why I fell to my bad side. Anyway, so usually when I call somewhere and it's got a robot or a whatever, and I'm just so frustrated because you're hitting the buttons. You're hitting the buttons. And I'm just like, human. And I'm screaming down the phone. And then no human shows up. And you keep hitting the buttons. And it hangs up on you because you hit too many buttons or yells too many times. I don't know.
That's why she transfers right away. You sound frustrated. You want a human. Like, you don't even have to say that. If you sounded pissed off and you were calling in, she's going to be like, it sounds like you need to talk to somebody. Let me transfer you. Like, she does that. Like, it's that works. It doesn't matter who you want to send it to.
So the Karens out there would get automatic just transfer.
Yeah. Unless you don't want it to. That's the cool thing about it. You want to transfer it? You want me to act like I transfer it and then come back and tell you I couldn't get anybody? Like, I can do that. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
I'm sorry. He's on the golf course. He can't talk right now.
I'm for real.
Hey, Amanda just transferred you to Sarah. I'm Sarah. How can I help you? It's like,
I can do that. We can have an agent like that handles Karens. Like, it's totally doable. Like, we can transfer it to another agent. Like, with a different voice, we can go Australian with them and be like, hey.
I'm still confused about Bitcoin, and now we've got women in our phone that don't sleep. You know, and now it's crazy.
Well, I got told
what you get told
a couple of weeks ago that there's I don't know if it's coins, if it's paper or what, but they use it for bartering, like trading stuff, like
it's Bitcoin.
Like, that ain't what they called it though.
Well, it's now what's it? You know this, Jeremy? Well, it's not. I can't.
There's a lot of shit coins out there.
Some of the restaurants are using it.
Is there more than one Bitcoin?
They can give you so much of this, and then pay you so much, and you can use it towards somebody else. I'm like, no,
it's probably some money. It's probably some peer-to-peer coin. We refer to all that kind of stuff as shit coins, like your Bitcoin BTCs, like that's the only real thing there is. I mean, even Ethereum, which is like the second one down, some people call that shit coins. Anything beyond that, they're like utilities. You know, they'll be like you're saying, a barter. There's some kind of value, intrinsic value in that they can trade in some kind of exchange or something like that, or rev share. There's thousands and thousands of that stuff out there. You know, it's just,
I don't know. About 5 years ago, somebody tried to sell me a farm that I had to dig up these Bitcoins, and I was so confused. And I'm like, what? And they're like, no, you can farm them. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Do I have land? And they're like, no, it's like on the computer. You buy these and you can farm them. I'm like,
it's called mining. You can mine them, but like it's very close to farming.
What? And I'm like, no, I don't get it. And now I know it's. I mean,
we're gonna call Amanda and see what's up.
She is not trained on cryptocurrency at the moment. I mean, I don't know. I've never tested her on that. Like,
that's what it's called.
Knowing how she handles it, she probably would roll with it. Like, I believe it.
That's what it's called, Anthony. Cryptocurrency. But I've got Bitcoin and I'm making money on it. But I didn't buy a farm so I can mine it, or a mountain. I don't know all of it. And they said you got to get equipment. I'm like, you got to buy equipment for a computer? Yeah. And I just didn't understand it. It just didn't like boom. Just like now, my brain's tingling because now we've got a whole human that's not a human that can do what two humans can do. It's awesome.
And a better job. That's the thing. Like, let's say you bring a receptionist in house to answer your phone. She can only do it during the times that she's there. Okay, that's fine. Let her answer the phone. That's okay. But if she's on the phone and another call comes in, send it over to your AI. You know, she goes on break to the AI. After hours, send it over to the AI. It doesn't have to take her job away. She can still be there, but now you can focus her tasks on doing other things, you know, at the business, you know, like
money, invoicing and collecting money.
Exactly.
Or can I do that? Can Amanda do that?
We haven't trained her on anything on that side. I don't know. I mean, anything is possible. I'm gonna tell you, like with software and data, like anything is possible. It's just, do we want to do it? It's like not really like in our thing, you know, that we're trying to stick like in this little, because you can go like crazy, like building out crazy automations nowadays that I'm not even going to try to explain to you guys. Like, this is super simple. We're sticking with voice and doing quotes, but I am going to tell you, it is going to replace attorneys. It's going to replace bookkeepers eventually. All of those categorizing type tasks where you're putting things like this is for this is for this. That's all going to go away because the thing could just go, hey, what's this one random purchase you did? Oh, that was for, this meetup that I did. Okay, cool. And categorize it. Like there's no need for human involved. Like the technology is here now to automate all of that stuff. And it's just going to go faster and faster. Like
so I should not make a college fund for my grandchild because he's not going to need it.
No, you just got to pick the right field.
I'm kidding.
You just got to pick the right field.
Now you ruin that.
Like what I unfortunately envisioned, I don't know what movie it was, but there was a whole bunch of robots and everybody was sitting around like in these sleds and everybody's like big lumps of stuff and they're sipping big gulps and they're just like driving around or going around. Like everything's handled for them. That was like, that's probably going to happen unless like we do some stuff. Like it's getting crazy, like beyond Jetson stuff. It was like we all wanted Jetsons and then it like jumped Jetsons.
And it's
like,
here now you don't want it.
Like holy crap! Like the only thing we don't have is a floating skateboard, so I'm still pissed about that. But
so if somebody wanted
the hoverboard tried it, but didn't make
no,
it.
the closest thing we have right now is a one wheel, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that ride that. The one wheel is awesome, but it's not a hoverboard.
Have you seen Ron's video where he does the 2-wheel one? And
yeah, that's like a little segue thing. Yeah.
That was funny. I thought he was gonna bust his ass. He didn't. I was proud of him, but he
got
couldn't.
lucky. Yeah.
So if somebody calls you and wanting to get set up with
Yes.
this, talk us through a little process and talk what kind of money we're looking at. Just something simple. Just say if I called you and I say, hey, Jeremy, I want to get set up with this AI chick, what's it gonna cost?
So she'll walk you through the whole thing. Pricing super easy. Just so I don't misquote you. Let me look at it. I know that the basic, that what we call the intro, single operator, grabbing the call, trying to work, do all that type of stuff. $97 a month. You get 50 minutes, so almost an hour worth of calls. Average call, as long as she's just collecting information, is about 2.5 to 3 minutes. What we found, so that's quite a few calls. If you're just an owner operator, very affordable. The next one up, which is if you're gonna have like if you're doing a $250,000 or something like that, you're getting enough calls. This is going to be $297 a month, and that gets you 200 minutes. That is what a lot of like, I don't know, 1 to like 3 trucks, like especially if you have like already a receptionist and you're just using it for like overflow calls, that's like a great plan for you. If you want it to take all of your calls and you're in that $250,000, half mil range, plus you're probably going to want to do it, and you're letting them take all the calls. You're probably going to do the $997 a month plan. It's $1,000 a month. It's still way cheaper than having a receptionist in house, not counting.
We're kind of in that range, but mine is commercial and it's repeat customers, and I know I'm gonna get them every year. So, sure. I mean, my house washes. I wash more houses this summer than I have probably the whole time I've been in business for 10 years.
Oh wow!
Why is that, Anthony? Why is that?
That is because I hired this sweet lady named Alana to run my Facebook page.
Nice.
It wasn't
me. It wasn't Trudi.
It was not me. I'm the other sweet lady.
And but it really worked. And I've asked every time they call. I say, "Hey, where'd you hear about us from?" Oh, off Facebook.
Nice.
So yeah.
I might need an Alana to go with my Amanda.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he figured out who it was.
So Dab Marketing is the ticket, is the place to go. I mean, they just she's awesome. I mean, she works within your budget. I mean, cool. Of course she go. I mean, she could sit there and work for you all day long if you want to pay her. Yep. And probably just flood your phone. But
I like flooding the phone. Flooding the phone. No, we don't get much from Facebook, so I would be down. I've hired some people before, and it just
she just does simple little ads, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's just real simple stuff that she puts out there, and it's human. I mean, she sets it up stuff like I can't do it because I don't have the whatever to do it with.
I get it.
It's called talent, Anthony.
It's called what?
Talent.
I know how to do all that crap. I just don't have the time to do it. I like people. I like people that know how to do
Got
it.
all this little fancy stuff right there.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, it's amazing.
Nice.
It's helped, and I appreciate her a whole bunch.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know what we're going to do during the wintertime. We're going to have to discuss payment on that one.
What's
Hey,
up, Trevor?
I'll keep her
Sorry,
busy
Trevor just
with the
commented.
event. No, I mean with that though, with what Alana does with the Google ads, then that'll move over to your Amanda, because Alana's going to be making the phone ring for Amanda to answer.
Yep.
So both those dollars are making it worth your while.
Oh, for sure.
You know, you're going to be out there just slinging that sauce while they're on there behind a computer, and she's on there being a fake person answering it and scheduling your stuff. So, I mean, it's an amazing technology, which
Syncs with all the other ones out there. You know, it's a good role player.
Gosh, it's so hard for an old person, though. You know.
I know.
Trudy, I better not call you tomorrow and
I
Amanda answer your phone.
Floppy disk. I started floppy disk. I bet half the damn watchers out there don't even know what a damn floppy disk is.
I do.
Or dial-up. Do they know what dial-up is? They probably don't either.
I know what Prodigy is.
Oh, yeah. What about beta? Did you have the beta? Okay.
Yep. I remember getting the AOL CDs in the mail too.
All right, now we're just showing our age. But anyway, now that is amazing. Like, I learned something. I love educating. I love learning so I can help educate people.
Yep.
And this just blew my mind. And if I tell Shane about this, then I'm gonna have to spend more time with him, and he's not gonna be in the office, and that's gonna might be weird. So I might have to think about it a little bit.
It's gonna be a life change. It's gonna be a life change. Trevor just chimed in. He just hopped on, I think, at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still here, but he was very similar. He's in North Carolina. South Carolina. I'm sorry. And very like you, no, my wife answers the phone. No, absolutely not. Like, this is not going to work. Like, he was the anti AI, you know, and I'm like, all right, man, I get it. But like, let's try it. Like, let's check it out. And he's like, all right, you know, let's do it. You know? So it's awesome. Like, we let him, it's taking his overflow leads, and he was the toughest, like, onboarding. Like, he was just like, he had so many like particular things that he wanted to do, had it to do and say, like, can I tell you a little bit more about our business? Blah, blah, blah. Like, all this stuff. I'm like, it's your phone. We'll do whatever you want. And it like, he's just like, it's like, wow, I can't believe this. Like, I was so anti, and this is awesome. And then like the wife's like, so how, like, can I just have Amanda, like, can we shorten my hours that I'm taking the calls and sort of have her do more of the answering now? And I can just, so it's awesome to watch his acceptance of the technology as he watches it work in real time and take customers. You know, it's just, it's amazing to watch, you know, another business owner go through that transformation. So
with all joking aside, though, the biggest complaint Shane has, he's out there washing every day in 110 temps, and he's out there, and then he's got to get on the computer, then he's got to call people back, and then he's got to schedule, and then he's got to do that. So his biggest complaint is, I need help doing this. Mm-hmm. But you know,
there is no calling people back. Like, you don't, like, I don't talk to people. Like, for
him, that would actually alleviate a lot of stress in our marriage, because actually then he'd make me get off my Facebook and answer Messenger and stuff. So, and stop me from working 24/7, which I love doing. But I do that because we don't have any at home time until after dinner. And then he's sleeping while we're trying to watch movies, because he just worked all day in the heat. And then he's at home invoicing, quoting, calling, answering emails, and he's doing all that. He eats, sitting on the couch, TV on, and that's what I get. So, you know, and then I'm on my phone answering all the panhandle questions. So, this would be a game changer. This would be it's a game changer. You know, I know I've been joking around about, what's he going to do with me if you get it, Amanda, but I mean, it would be beneficial for us because we are both so hardworking and always into the businesses that we have built. To have something that can help us, so we have some time together.
Yep, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
I mean, I'm in the RV right now. I don't know if you noticed, this is not my normal. There's a bed right there, and I fell off the chair and a whole bunch of stuff. But it was a pillow, not me. They told me to add another pillow, and then I went, but we're here in those that.
Don't break an arm.
So we're here with a grandbaby to bring him to wild adventures and camping, and we're going to the water park. And I can't do any of that. I'll just be taking video because I'm still healing. But just to spend that quality time with him without the phone ringing and us having to be there and answer it is just amazing. Because if he doesn't answer this phone all weekend, how many jobs is he going to lose?
Exactly. And I think that's worth $300 a month. I think that's
we just need to go ahead and get hooked up with it tonight, Trudi, and be done with it.
I would say call in. Let us get to work. It's going to be the best $300 a month you spent. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, guess what? That's going to be my birthday present to him.
Call in. Let's share that number again for everybody.
Yeah.
561. I lost it.
Oh, Shannon's got a question for you.
Okay. 561-593-3801. 561-593-3801. Call that number. Ask for a demo. It'll run you through everything 24 hours a day. It's AI. You can go to our website, click the button if you want to talk on your computer. It's NSER, NSER.AI. That's it. No .com. Don't need anything. NSER.AI.
Jeremy, you see that question?
Let's see. How do you use information 24/7? Because oxygen specialist, oxygen judges. Hold on, I can't read it. It's too small. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
How do you protect people's personal information 24/7, and how do companies such as oxygen specialists get their oxygen? And also judges, lawyers, apartment complexes, if they got water coming through the roof, do you have LifeLock security system so hackers can't steal their personal information?
Yeah, I mean every industry has different regulations. So right now we don't do anything with like HIPAA compliant companies. So anything with like the medical field where like it's personal like medical information, we're not really taking on those type of clients. It's something you have to pay a bunch of money for the rest of your life, and that's not the type of customers we're going for. As far as you had a bunch of things in there, so it's a little confusing. Protect information. So we don't store like any information like in our own servers or anything. I can send you our privacy policy. If you just hit our website, hit our privacy policy, it'll tell you where all that stuff is stored. Judges, lawyers, I'm not sure what that means. Apartment complex. Yeah, so like let's say you're a property manager and you have an apartment complex, somebody calling in, they call in, it's an emergency. Oh, this is an emergency. Okay, perfect. I'm going to transfer you over. So most property managers, they have an emergency phone number that you call. So usually when you call a property manager after hours, they say, if this is an emergency, hang up the phone and call blah, 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 blah. That's gone. They go, okay, this is an emergency. Hold on. Let me transfer you to their appropriate party. And it transfers it over. So that's what happens with that. Do you have a LifeLock security system? I'm not familiar with that. I would have to talk to our developers. We don't really store customer data. So not sure what that means. So hackers can't steal your personal information. So like your credit cards, it's through Stripe, which is like a payment processor. We don't see your credit card information or anything like that. We see like the last four. That's pretty much it. Like a standard, merchant account processor. That's.
So what about the customer's address and phone number? I think that's what he's talking about. They got their name, phone number. How hard is it for somebody to hack into your Amanda?
So it's not like that information transfer is from like a huge company that has like a privacy policy that has all that like crazy infrastructure to hold like CRM, like customer information. That's all in our privacy policy. You go on there. I obviously don't have all that memorized, but we don't have like our servers, like they're not like holding your customers like information like inside of it or anything like that. And our standalone servers that we have, those are mainly for integrations between like CRMs and doing like that custom stuff I was talking about, filling out quotes and whatnot. If their software is not user friendly, we have to transfer that data to make it work on that other like program. But most of the time we're sending that data, it's directly over there. We don't see it. It's two software like data transfers via API calls, which is like SHA 256 or whatever, like unhackable stuff. So
I'm going to leave this up to y'all. Trevor said send him a link and he'll chime in. We're over an hour. We're an hour and 6 minutes. So it's up to y'all too. If y'all want him to come in, I think he just jump on here a second. If y'all want him to, and
it's up to you. If Trevor wants to hop in,
Trudi, you the boss.
What? I missed something. What happened?
Alana, send him the link. We're going to go about 15, 20 minutes over.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me order another beer.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I've already fell off the chair. I'm awake now. No, I'm fine. Yeah, no. Shane's already sleeping on the couch. Grandbaby's probably sleeping out there with him. So, no, this is awesome. I did not know what to expect when you reached out to me and said, "Hey, can I come on your podcast?" I'm like, "Sure. What do you want to talk about?" Because I mean, we're just adding people and booting people out of groups is what we do. But
here lately, it's been a lot of people, Trudi.
I have not booted nobody or added because I have been busy. So
that one I had blocked, that one I had to do this one or that one I had to kick this one out, I had to do that.
Yeah, I want Trevor will be on here soon.
He'll be here in a second.
He's talking about the Southern accent.
That was blocking off my personal page and my personal business.
Trevor, check your messenger. You should have a link there to click from Alana.
Oh, from Alana?
Yeah.
Okay. So I sit up straight.
Trevor is Trevor's talking about we tried the Southern accent in Cali boy. Remember I was telling you about that. So there's probably 10 different like Southern accents. Some of them have like UK British Southern type stuff. And we tested like the most Southern like one we could. We ran it for like a day, I think. He was just like, "Nah, man, thumbs down. That one's like way too above the." I think we need to like clone your voice, Anthony. I think that would be a perfect. You and Trudi. Trudy's got a little twang to it. I think she'd make a good voice.
I'm the British Southern. I'm the Southernest British person ever.
There you go. And it is all locale. I'm telling you, like when I send that recording to like prospective, users of NSER, they're like, "Can you make him sound more upbeat? Like, why does she sound so mellow?" And like, that's how we talk here. So she's programmed to be like we are. Like that.
It's called sexy. It's not. It's sexy. That's what it is.
And the crazy thing is, you have to be very careful. So like at first, she was a bitch. She was like her job was to get your information. If you didn't want to give her your information, she was going to take you over, smack you. Like she was just like, you try to lead her off the rails. She's like, "Okay, now give me your email address." I'm like, whoa. Okay.
That one should have had a Southern accent.
Yeah. You need to chill out and be more friendly. Like your friends calling in. Okay. We're running tests, talking to a customer. "Oh, my bad." I'm like, "Oh God, no, you can't say that to a customer." Like, so it's like, we went through all these pains. I paid for all those phone calls. Like, it's just all this stuff. We did thousands of dollars just tweaking her because it's like, you're like, "Okay, more of this, less of that. Okay, that's too much. This and that, up and down." And there's so much tweaking that goes involved with these models. That's the work that nobody else is doing. Like all these other big companies that you're going to see, I'm not going to name any names. I can say that we have head-to-head calls using most of the big CRMs that now have their own AI answering service, and we'll do ours head to head, and you can tell us which one you think sounds more legit or not. And the proof is in the pudding. I'm not going to name any names at all, but it's all the ones that we know.
Okay, all they have to say is y'all. If you put a y'all in there, you're good.
They all say y'all, but sometimes that one had a little too much y'all in it. It was she was talking about crickets and something else that I didn't understand.
But folks,
We'll be over yonder in just a few minutes, y'all.
Right? Yeah, it was something like that. While we're waiting for Trevor to chime in, let's see if we can.
He may not do it. I've seen him a link, and Lana's seen him a link too. So,
all right, I'm gonna play this. This was probably the Dolly Parton one he was talking about. Listen to this one.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Did you hear that or no?
no.
No.
Ah, damn it. I don't know if it'll work out of that. Like I can hear it out of here, but I don't know if it goes through my microphone. So sorry about that.
I was going to joke and say that was my mom, but I couldn't hear.
Could you hear that, Chris? Chris is laughing.
I couldn't hear nothing.
I think Chris may have been able to hear it.
There he is.
There he is.
So, Trevor, tell us about this AI thing adventure you ventured off into real quick. Well, we don't want to keep everybody up too late.
Yeah.
What's up, Trevor?
What's up?
Coming.
What's up? Trudi's been a while.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. So this AI, he hits me up, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, and he says, "Hey, we've got a new Southern accent. We want to try it." I was like, "All right, we'll try it," because that's originally what I wanted. And he sets me up with Dolly Parton. I mean, we had some fun with it for about a day and a half, and then I finally messaged him back and said, "Hey, man, I don't know where you're from, but that ain't it."
So, has it helped you any?
You mean the answering service in general?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was listening earlier. Jeremy was saying, Ashby, my wife, she's been doing it for a decade, and I've been in business for 23 years. So she's really good at it, really good at it. So it's hard and I've had VAs that have helped her with that job, but it's hard the problem is the overflows for us. After hours and overflows, I can't expect my wife to answer the phone after 5:30, right? Or before 8 a.m. if they call in, and you don't want to miss that call. It's super
6:30 calls.
Yeah, you can't miss those calls though, right? And I live in a retirement area, and I would say 90% of our calls, they're over 60 years old, and anybody. It seems like
We're up at 5 o'clock.
The older the clientele is, the less they know that it's AI. They have.
Dude, I was going to say that. I was going to say
no
that.
idea.
Really?
A lot of times my wife will call them back and say, "Hey, this is Ashby, and Amanda is the name of our AI." And they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, I spoke to you a couple of days ago." And she's like, No, you didn't. So, and then she has to go through the whole thing. And surprisingly, believe it or not, the older the clientele, the more willing they are to accept the fact that it's AI. I find that my generation is the generation that finds it slightly annoying, but
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
slightly
human,
annoying
human,
is
I'm a
okay.
human.
Yeah. Let me talk to a human.
Yeah.
Yes, human.
Well, that's the thing.
It's like what can I help you with today? Customer service. What can I help you with today? Customer service. Please choose from option A and blah 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 blah. Or B. I want customer service.
Yeah. And that's what we all grew up with.
The coolest thing with the service though is that it has the ability to sense tension and frustration, and the AI will literally recommend transferring the phone call to a real person, and you can have that set up. So we use a VoIP, we use Grasshopper, and it took some work working with Grasshopper to get that set up, but once we got it set up, you can literally say, "Hey, I'd rather just talk to a real person," and she'll say, "Great." She'll transfer the phone to whoever you want it to transfer to. So, but right now we have it answering overflow phone calls. So if Ashby's on the other line or something like that, Amanda will answer the phone automatically. She can also pick the phone up and tell the phone to answer for Amanda to answer it. And anytime before 8 a.m. or after 5 p.m., it just goes straight to the AI. So we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore.
Nice.
So, Trevor, you ever get your ladies confused?
I'm not going to get into that. That's a trap. Okay.
You have to watch Trudi. She will set you up for failure.
Listen, Trudi, I know where we're going with this, and no, I never get anything confused.
Good job. Good answer. That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean it's good to have somebody on here that's relatively kind of close to us and not out in California that has used it and everything. I just don't know, man.
Like I told you earlier, if any of our customers were like I don't want this to work, was Trevor. Like, and that's what I was like, what can you do? Like, I'll pay for it. Let's just do it and let's go. Like,
I want to try it. I want to try it. You want to pay for mine too? I'm kidding. No, I pay for my own. I'm just joking. No, I would really love to have Shane present at dinner and present after work. You know, he gets home from work, shower, in the office, and I don't see him.
That's what it's all about.
That's where I want him to be. I mean, I joke all the time, but
No, that's why I made it. I mean, that is exactly why I made it, to give back your time. I mean, it's the same reason why everybody sells these VA services. You know, buy back your time. You know, leverage something else. But now you don't even need another human. You teach it once, it remembers forever, like forever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, she never quits.
You know what?
Can you do one of them as a helper on a truck, and I just teach them how to drive and everything?
I'm gonna say with that,
you got to call you on for that stuff.
Yeah, you know what I like the most about it is the real-time support. So I text Craig on a weekly basis, and I'm like, hey, listen, that last recording kind of felt icky. Let's listen to that and come up with a game plan. And it's just like any prompt with ChatGPT, you just tell it to make adjustments, and he does it in real time. Pretty incredible. He's even tried stuff with me that he knew better. He was like, this is going to be crap, but whatever, dude, we'll try it.
Right.
And,
Derek got a question.
Right. So
what answer this?
It depends on the gallon per minute, because for me, the honey hole is 8 at 3,500 or 9 at 3,500. So the proper PSI to downstream, it depends on what machine you have.
I know my 8 at 4, if you remember a long time ago, Trudy, when I first got it, I had problems with downstreaming. Yeah. And Shane asked me what the pressure was set on, and it was set. It was pegged out. I mean, it was set so high that it would pull for a second, but then it would quit pulling. So he told me, he said, back it down. He said, there's no sense in it being that high. So now it's set between 2 and 2,500, and I can pull up to 300 to 400 feet of downstream.
Downstream with the PSI, the gallon per minute, the length of your hose. There's so many variables. I have 200 foot of high pressure hose, 9 at 3,500, and I love it. It's perfect. I run a 19-inch classic surface cleaner, and I run with that thing. And I don't leave no swirls. I'm running circles around the damn driveway, and it works perfect for me. So you got to figure out with your setup, how long are your hose? If you're running half-inch hose, 3/8 hose, 10 gallon a minute, 8 gallon a minute, 4 gallon a minute. You've got to
4.5 to 5 is what he's saying.
So what?
I think he said it was a
4.5, 5.
Yeah. So he may have a bad injector.
Yeah, you probably do, or the unloader may be going bad too.
I've got hundreds of bad injectors he can borrow.
I got 20 more sitting on the shelf to replace them.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta have those. I mean, if you've got I hate seeing a 4 gallon minute 4,400 psi. I cringe.
Well, my 5, I run 2.1s on my 5 that I got, and it pulls hot.
I run 2.1 on my 9.
Do you?
I do run 2.1 on my injector on my 9.
I'm gonna put them on my 8 and see what happens.
Oh, you're gonna love it. Why ain't you been listening?
But anyway, I checked my injector first. I get menu and put it in there and make sure you got it in there correctly and it's going the right way for number one. If you've changed it lately, you could have it upside down. We all do it. I've done it before, and Trudy's probably done it before, getting a hurry out on the field. And
I
something
haven't
shake your head no. May you shake your head yes, you've done it.
I have not done that before.
Oh, you don't work on your stuff. You wait and get back to the shop.
Oh no, I don't. We just had the shop 4 years. I've been in this business a long time, and no, I've not put my injector in backwards because I
But
know
just check your injector, man,
female-
and
I'm
see
female,
that if
we
it
are
don't work. Call
talking over me.
give me a call tomorrow or call Panhandle at the office in the warehouse, and we'll get you fixed up.
Yeah, Josh and Kyle can help you, but no, I mean we females are more detailed. You know, we don't rush and throw crap on there because we got no time to waste. You know, we take our time and follow the arrows to where the flow's going. That's how I know, Anthony. I've messed up a lot of other things, but injector's not one of them. So anyway, no, this is awesome. I'm so happy that you're on here, Jeremy. That was amazing. Like I said, I had no idea. Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
I know we've been in the group a long time together. I didn't even know you had that.
I've been an admin for over a decade in that group. I think when I
know.
started, there was 1,500, 1,200 people. Like
Wow.
it was.
When
Yeah.
did I come in? What, about 6 years ago?
Yeah,
maybe?
probably
5?
like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can click in there and see. It'll tell you when you came.
Yeah. So
admin.
it's I mean we just worked together like that. I didn't know you were that intelligent. I was like, I just want to those washer guys.
Yeah, so I run a group out here. So my business model, I don't have a whole bunch of trucks and a bunch of employees, but we did excuse me, we did over $1 million last year in revenue with one truck. I sub out majority of our work. So my business model has always been not working. Like that's my goal, like not to work.
Fishing.
Fishing. I like fishing. I try to coordinate everything so everything happens while I can go fish. That's how I built my life. Spend time with the family, go fishing. That's it. That's not like when I started this business, service-based business, all my friends are like, dude, you know nothing about like actual labor. Like, look at your fucking hands. Like, dude, like you're not going to make it. I said, I don't know, but these guys want to work. So like, I know how to do this.
They want to work, get to work and put them to work.
Do it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you can't tell me no, like I'm going to do it. And so I know the struggles. I know when you're telling me about you and Shane not being able to spend time doing this other stuff, I feel that. I understand that. And that's why we created this, because I know how beneficial, like I could have just made it for my business and just shut my mouth and I don't care. But like, I feel so many other business owners need this. Like so many, I would say like anybody that ever lets a call go to a voicemail needs this. And how many things is that? Like, it doesn't, like, if some people have a receptionist to get it 24 hours a day, even in those situations, she's going to do a better job. Like now. So do you really need her? And it's,
Trudi.
So Shane just walked in. He's about to pull his shorts down, but the camera's this way, so you're all safe.
But yeah, so I run I network with a lot of washers out here in Southern California. We have a group called SoCal Pressure Washing Network. I started about 5 years ago. We do like meetups all the time. Well, like once a quarter lately is what I've been doing. We have smaller ones like in between, get sponsors, giveaway. We do giveaways. Anytime somebody's new, we bring them into the group, teach them about washing, about business, answer all the questions that you have when you're a newbie, helping them like catch up to speed, because I know there's enough dirt to go around. Like I'm not worried about competition out here. It doesn't bother me. Like if you get good and you train and you learn how to do our ways, I can hire you to do work because I'm going to get the work and I can give it to you and you'll make money and everybody makes money. And that's like how we operate majority like out here. Like I have so many subcontractors that just go out, like we have shared calendars and everything just happens, and it's sharing what you have with others. Cause like, otherwise what I do, take all these calls and all this stuff and then have to have a whole bunch of trucks and all this headache. But like, I'm too old for that crap. And that's not the life I want to live. So I build.
Have any of them tried to cut your legs out from under you and take the business from you?
Huh? No, because then they're cut out. There's no choice. It's like what they say, the bite the hand that feeds you. Like, why would you take, okay, you're going to take a job from me, it costs $1,000 or whatever. Okay, you just lost $20,000. Like, who does that? Like, nobody, it's stupid. Like, if you do that,
they do it all the time. They do it down here all the time.
Fine, you're gone. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm dominating. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I am going to make the phone ring beyond you. Like, I guarantee you, I am going to get that business. I'm going to get that phone call. I have the branding. We have everything. Like, they're going to call us. It matters on how bad I want that business. Like, do we want to make enough, or it's not a customer that wants to pay our price? That's fine. Like call somebody else, or it doesn't matter. I'm not hurt about that. You just don't fit. You're not our type of customer. Our customer wants this kind of service. And if you don't fit into that mold, that's what everybody else is for. You want to chop our feet off, do whatever. And like, you're out of the, like, there is so much more benefit to being in the network than being out of the network. It's not even an option. It's not just work. It's tech support, who to buy this, what to do this, how to build this, what, like, I can show you my messenger. I mean, I'm sure it's nothing like Trudi's, but I get hit up all day from contractors. Like, what about this? And like, I'll still answer them. I was all like, oh man, thank you for answering. I'm like, yeah, like no problem. Because I was in your shoes before. I know how much this means. This one little response to your message that saved your day is like a lifeline. And it took me like 5 minutes to do. Like, I know what that feels like because Craig Harrison, Carlos Gonzalez, Ron Musgraves, Raymond Burke, all of them did that for me when I was starting out. Like, I knew nothing. Like, all I knew is how to make the phone ring and sell stuff. I didn't know how to do anything. Like, I had to learn from all these guys, and they were like, I got you. Send us a picture. Boom, boom. And like, I took that in, and I'm trying to give that back to the industry. And that's why I built, like, I mean, it's you know, that's why. So this stuff that I'm selling now, the software, I'm not just trying to shove stuff down people's throats. It's something that can help everybody, and that's why I'm so passionate about it. You know?
Right. Well,
Hey, what do you do in November?
We got August.
I got a bunch of people showing up in Florida.
Florida in November is a nice time.
It is a nice time. We should talk
the
about
week of November the 6th, you need to be in Panama City Beach.
We can talk about that.
And if you want to do a class, we have more intensive training on the Tuesday between 1 and 6. So you're not rushed. You know, you can have 2 or 3 hours and just take time. If you want something like that, we can talk about it.
All right. We'll talk about it. I think last time I did a class was
the 4th.
2017 in Orlando, I would say.
Yeah.
That was probably the last time I did a UACC event out there.
But anyway, I think Shane's ready to get his wife back. He's tired of sharing her for the night. But guys, thank y'all for coming on. And if you ain't done it yet, everybody listening and everybody's going to be listening, go to www.panhandleexpo.com. Get ready for the event in November. It's the week of the 4th. The days are going to be November 4th, 5th, and 6th. Is that correct?
Yes.
Give me a head nod, Trudi. Yes. 4th, 5th, and 6th. We went an extra day this time to give some extra intense training. Going to have a lot of good classes down there. A lot of people's going to show up, and let's get about 800 folks in this building this year.
Also, we're down there. I was down there.
It's running across the top of the screen there. So we want to thank Jeremy for coming on here. Thank Trevor for jumping on here and giving us a little insight on the AI thing, because he's down here in the South with us, and we just don't know about
this robot kind of stuff.
Get your demo. Get your demo with that number right there.
Yep. Call the number below. She answers 24 hours a day, and she'll walk you through a demo. Act like a customer of yours. You just tell her about your business, what industry you're in, and she will. You'll role play like a customer, and you'll be like, "Wow, she already knows all the things about my business. How weird is that?"
Yeah, that's awesome. Now you opened a new window for me. I had no idea. No idea.
Call in, Trudi. Set it up. We got you.
Awesome. I will call you, definitely. I'll make him. We'll do this. We'll do a couples call.
There you go.
You and Amanda, me and Shane.
There you go.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you having me.
Thank y'all.
Thank you for being on here.
Yep.
I'm glad to be here this week.
Sipping on straight glory.